Since 1922, the Izaak Walton League has been working to preserve the environment. Named for the noted 17th century author and fisherman, the League has over 250 local chapters across the country. Their mission is to promote the ethics of environmental conservation, restoring waterways, protecting wildlife habitat, and preserving our wide open spaces for recreation.
The Izaak Walton League has always been very interested in the conservation of the Chesapeake Bay. We have our headquarters in Maryland, in the Bay watershed, and we also have quite a large concentration of our members within this watershed. We have a lot of members in Pennsylvania and Maryland within the Susquehanna River, which is the largest river going into the Chesapeake Bay. Talking with various groups that were doing work within the Susquehanna, this is how we first learned about Mill Creek.
The Izaak Walton League came in to assist the Watershed Group with some educational materials for the Watershed Association. We had a lot of unrestricted livestock access, cattle or horses, ducks, geese, potbelly pigs, turkeys, you name it.
Cows urinating and defecating in a stream is an obvious cause of nutrient pollution. But another concern is the erosion caused by the trampling of stream banks. This not only buries fish eggs and necessary macroinvertebrates, but also depletes the amount of land itself, a farmer's most precious resource.
That was the biggest issue that really needed to be addressed, was as much as possible fencing the cows out of the stream and then planting tree buffers along the stream in order to keep the banks in place and provide good habitat for the fish.
Well, in this type of community, we have a lot of plains sector, Amish or Mennonite, conservative, kind of old German, family focused.
We believe this was the first Amish watershed association that was formed in the country. Probably the most important thing that the Izaak Walton League looks for when a group is approaching us for help with stream restoration or stream protection is the enthusiasm of the local volunteers. They had lots of memories of great experiences fishing on Mill Creek, and we're noticing that the fish just weren't there anymore. And they were very concerned about that and wanted to bring them back.
We'd put the fencing up just to remove some of the livestock and some of them from accessing that and deteriorating the banks even further. And other things we did was put the riparian buffer in, which you can see behind me here, of native trees and shrubs that are native to Pennsylvania that reduce pollution getting to the stream, actually hold some of that stuff back. And then in stream itself, we put things like mud sills and log veins and cross veins. These are structures that create habitat, but at the same time stabilize fragile stream banks that could have a chance to wash away or erode away.
We also worked a lot with the kids in the community, monitoring streams and doing some educational activities to learn about water pollution and how that affects fish directly.
It's always important to have what we call a showcase project, and this was one project here in the northern part of the watershed, or the headwaters of the watershed, that we could use an example to show other landowners the value of this project.
People saw that and said, wow, that looks so much nicer than I ever thought it would, and how can I get involved in this project?
Show the value of doing the stream restoration work, show the value water quality-wise and the clarity. The stream is much clearer than it was in the past.
I give so much credit to the first couple of people from the community who stepped forward and really were the drivers behind this whole movement and this whole effort. Neighbors telling neighbors can improve any kind of project like this. That, I think, is important in every community, but in this kind of community in particular, it's really the only way to do it.
We have over 5,000 farms here in Lancaster County alone. 8 to 10% of the agricultural production in Pennsylvania comes out of Lancaster County. It puts a lot of pressure on us in regards to water quality, because that's a large land mass, and obviously a large land mass like agriculture does provide some issues with pollution controls, but at the same time it also gives us a lot of areas for groundwater recharge and other things that we can be doing to improve water resources as a whole in south central Pennsylvania.